Your dermatologist prescribed benzoyl peroxide. You've been using it religiously, and your skin is getting worse. Drier, angrier, more breakouts than when you started. So you go back to your derm and they say, keep going. It's just purging. Push through. But what if they're wrong? What if benzoyl peroxide is actually trapping you in a cycle you can't escape? Today, I'm exposing 5 secrets your dermatologist isn't telling you about benzoyl peroxide and hormonal acne. And secret number 3 is going to make you angry, because once you know it, you'll understand why your derm keeps prescribing something that fundamentally cannot work for hormonal acne. Hi, I'm Tara Woodman, a scientist, acne expert, and award-winning skincare formulator. I'm here to help you get back to your clear, calm, confident skin. And before we dive in, I need you to know something. Acne doesn't make you any less beautiful. It never has, it never will. I know that right now, that might sound like an empty platitude when you're struggling, but I've been exactly where you are. I used to hide my face when answering the door. I'm talking full on armpit coverage, opening the door just wide enough to give a parcel to my neighbor while literally tucking my chin into my shoulder. Hey, sorry, don't look at me. It makes me cringe thinking about it now, but that's how self-conscious I was. And here's the thing, I felt silly for caring so much, like I was being vain or overdramatic. My breakouts consumed my thoughts, but I felt embarrassed to admit how much they affected me. Until one day, I got straight with myself. I said, Cheryl, this is destroying your confidence. Your skin is constantly on your mind. You need to do something. So I went to a pharmacist for help. His response was, there's nothing that can be done. You'll just have to accept it and live with it. I stood there trying not to cry. Then, after I pushed him, desperately trying to explain that I really needed help, almost as an afterthought, he disappeared into the back room and came out with a bottle of Panoxyl face wash, 10% benzoyl peroxide. But here's the thing, he didn't explain anything about it. He just handed it to me and said, you could try this, but be careful, it can bleach your skin. I was so embarrassed and confused that I bought it and never used it. That's why I'm here now, so you don't make the mistakes I did. So you get the truth about what benzoyl peroxide actually does to your skin. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly whether benzoyl peroxide is right for your acne, or if you're wasting your time and your money on something that's making everything worse. Here's what you need to know first. Benzoyl peroxide is one of the most common prescriptions for acne. It's the active ingredient in treatments like DUAC and Acnicide. And it's recommended by NICE, the body that essentially grades our entire UK health system. So see this, benzoyl peroxide is everywhere in their frontline acne treatment guidelines. So you'd think, okay, it's officially recommended by medical experts. It must work, right? But here's what they're not telling you. The way benzoyl peroxide works means it can never heal your skin. You'll end up trapped in a constant treating, healing cycle that never ends, and I can prove it. Benzoyl peroxide works in 3 very specific ways. First, it's an antibacterial. It kills acne bacteria on your skin. Second, it's what we scientists call a keratolytic. So fancy sounding word, I know. It just means it breaks down skin cells. So think of it like chemical exfoliation. And third, it's supposedly a seborrheic agent, meaning it reduces your skin's oil production. So one of these 3 things is a complete lie. But before I reveal which one, you need to understand what's actually happening when you put benzoyl peroxide on your skin. So when you have acne, your skin's bacteria balance is completely wonky. So imagine your skin like planet Earth. Suddenly all the women have disappeared. All the cats and dogs vanish. The only living things left men, just men everywhere. That's what's happening with acne bacteria. They're dominating your skin's microbiome. And your immune system, well, it freaks out. It triggers inflammation. And that inflammation shows up as breakouts. So, what does benzoyl peroxide do? Well, according to the British Journal of Dermatology, using benzoyl peroxide leads to a significant reduction in surface and follicular microorganisms. So, follicular just means your pores. That's essentially saying it kills off bacteria on your skin and in your pores. And these results can be seen after just 48 hours of treatment. Sounds good, right? So your derm probably told you this is exactly why it works. But here's secret number one they're not telling you. Benzoyl peroxide has non-specific bacterial action. That means it kills everything. It's like instead of using a duster to clean your house, someone shows up with an industrial wind tunnel that sucks out everything. Your furniture, your photos, your cat, your family's gone. That's what's happening to your skin's microbiome. So hit subscribe if you're thinking, oh no, I need to know more. Because here's the thing, benzoyl peroxide is wiping out the good bacteria too. The ones that keep your skin balanced. The ones that prevent acne bacteria from taking over. And this is why so many people try to stop using it and their acne comes back worse than before. They feel trapped in this constant treating healing cycle because the good bacteria, well, they're gone. There's nothing left to keep their balance. Here's the question you need to ask yourself. If benzoyl peroxide were actually healing your acne, would you need to keep using it forever? Think about that. Now, that keralytic action, the exfoliation part that can help prevent clogged pores, I'm not going to lie to you about that. But here's where things get really dodgy, because secret number two is about to expose a lie your derm might have told you with complete confidence. So secret number two is that benzoyl peroxide is supposed to reduce your skin's oil production. It gets listed as one of the main benefits, but it's a lie, and I can prove it. Now, if you're using benzoyl peroxide right now and thinking, but Cheryl, my skin does feel less oily, I hear you. I'll explain why in just a minute. But first, you need to see this. Studies show that benzoyl peroxide actually increases the amount of sebum your skin is producing. Here's the quote that proves it. Benzoyl peroxide caused an increase of 10.5% in sebum production on the forehead, 10.3% on the chin, and 25.4% on the cheek. So let me say that again. It increases oil production by up to 25%. And guess what? Love sebum? Acne bacteria. They feed on it. They thrive on it. So when you stop using benzoyl peroxide, acne bacteria come back faster and stronger than ever because you've just given them the perfect environment to multiply. This is one of the main ways benzoyl peroxide traps you in that vicious treating healing cycle. But here's the thing, you can break free. My client Ava, she tried everything, benzoyl peroxide, tretinoin, acne kits, every supplement, probiotics that mentioned it would heal her acne. She never truly got clear. She couldn't trust her skin. She'd look at her friends and think, why am I the only one still breaking out? Then she joined my Acne Warrior program. She stopped treating surface symptoms and started addressing the actual causes of her acne. And she healed naturally with simple changes to supplements, diet, and skincare. I know you might be thinking, but Cheryl, I'm a complicated case. I felt that way too. But here's the truth. There's going to feel like such a relief. You're not a complicated case. You just haven't tried the right approach yet. Which brings me to secret number 3. And honestly, this one made me angry when I figured it out. Benzoyl peroxide cannot fix hormonal acne. It's literally impossible. It's in the name, right? Hormonal acne. That means the hormones your body is making, the internal imbalances, are triggering your breakouts. Yes, those hormonal imbalances cause your skin cells to overgrow and clog your pores. And yes, benzoyl peroxide can help break down some of those skin cells. But, and this is crucial, benzoyl peroxide does absolutely nothing to address why those skin cells are overgrowing in the first place. So sure, you might get a bit of short-term relief, your skin might calm down temporarily, but long-term, because you're ignoring the underlying hormonal imbalances, the flare-ups come back, usually worse. This is exactly what Ava experienced, that never-ending cycle of trying treatment after treatment, hoping this one would finally be the answer. And then she discovered something crucial. You won't find the cure in just one treatment. You'll find it in an approach that addresses all of your root cause triggers at the same time. And that's not benzoyl peroxide. Secret number 4 is something you might be experiencing right this second. So let me guess. Dry skin, redness, sensitivity, maybe your breakouts are actually getting worse and your derm keeps telling you it's just purging and to push through. So comment below and let me know what side effects you're dealing with, because what I'm about to tell you is going to change everything. Here's what the research says. Benzoyl peroxide treatment for acne vulgaris may reduce microbial diversity, and that's a bad thing, by the way, and damage the epidermal barrier. So epidermal barrier just means your skin barrier, and this is why your skin feels less oily even though it's actually producing more oil, because your skin barrier is getting weaker and weaker the longer you use benzoyl peroxide. And when your skin barrier has holes in it, like a shield that's falling apart, your skin loses hydration fast. Plus everything in the atmosphere, pollution, bacteria, irritants, they all get deeper into your skin and trigger more sensitivity and more inflammation. If your skin's getting worse on benzoyl peroxide, this is usually not purging. It's your skin barrier collapsing. And because acne is an inflammatory condition, more inflammation equals more breakouts. You're not purging, you're trapped. So here's secret number 5, what your derm should be telling you. Benzoyl peroxide is not a real treatment for hormonal acne, full stop. To get clear, calm, happy skin, you need to address the root causes of your breakouts, not just the surface symptoms. So screenshot this right now so that you remember. The 5 benzoyl peroxide secrets. Benzoyl peroxide kills all bacteria, including the good guys, keeping you balanced. It actually increases your skin's oil production, even though it doesn't feel like it. It can't fix hormonal acne. It's treating symptoms, not root causes. It damages your skin barrier, causing you more inflammation. You're stuck in a treatment trap that keeps you dependent forever. Now, I know what you're thinking. Okay, Cheryl, if not benzoyl peroxide, then what? Here's the frustrating part. Your derm's next recommendation is probably going to be the birth control pill. And I need to be really honest with you about that too. The video I'm queuing up for you right now and linking below breaks down everything I wish I'd known before going on the pill, including the 3 side effects nobody warns you about, and what happens when you come off of it. So trust me, you need to watch this before you take that prescription. You deserve answers that actually work, not just another prescription that puts a plaster on it. I'll see you in the next video where you'll be one step closer to getting back to your clear, calm, confident skin.